For other things which I didn't succeed, God has given him opportunity to do it and succeed. For me, it's even more intelligent because he's a professor and a trader, so he knows more, so he'll be able to do things better than I'm doing it. You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mampolo from Mampolo's Corner. Renee Omaisa. Guys, P2B don't reply Soludo. P2B don't reply Soludo in the language he will understand. When you hear P2B's reply, we will know who is a professor between P2B and Soludo. We will know who have brain and who no have brain. Because I dey tell you every time. No be to answer professor for nothing. All those professor one of the girl from Nigeria. I don't know where they get them. Some of them they get doctor everywhere. But you are not equal to the tax to stand to that title one of the answer as long as I'm concerned. Now, P2B will not be professor, will be trader. Listen to his articulated answer. Listen to his articulated response to Soludo. Watch video.
We're number 26 and 27 where I can Nico. By the time I left, we're number 1. I want to get price for health. I can go on and say this is what we achieved. But I said the overall measure is MDG. I was number 1. The people who were doing it then was Amina, who is now in the United Nations. I was even invited to United Nations to share my experience. And so many things. And collectively, the day I left office, I was not owing any contractor who have executed his job. And these are not owing for any job that I contract me awarded. But they can only pay when job is executed. I'm not owing any contractor who have executed his job. I'm not owing any supplier who has supplied anything. I'm not owing one. Examples are people like Innocent, Xerox, Computer. I paid Xerox. We bought the highest amount of computer ever bought by a government in Africa. They are there. HP will tell you the same thing. I paid them 6 months upfront before they supplied it to our schools. I paid Innocent 1 year before they delivered any car. You can go discipline and it's on tape, so you can go and verify.
Go and verify.
Above this, I decided from day one that we must have a savings as a state, and we must save at least 10% of my total receipts by the time I leave government. Total money I received while I was governor, Anambra State received, whether it's local government, whether it's state revenue, IGR, everything was about 500 and something billion naira, out of which they are left office. We had in savings 75 billion naira. And this is how the money was shared, so that you know which one is mentioned. Only one that is the money we saved is A, we saved in dollars. In 3 banks in Nigeria, some of you are working in those banks. Access Bank,
1,
Diamond Bank, and Fidelity Bank.
2, 3.
In each of this bank, I had a saving of $50 million.
$50 million.
Dollars, this
Million.
And they were invested at least interest of 6.5%. If you calculate it today, as at that time, it was a period of 25 billion, because there were 150 something, 160. If you calculate it with interest, it's about 250, at least $250 million. These 3 banks are there. I have in each of these banks, again invested at least 10 billion naira in 3 of them, making it 30 billion at an average interest, call it even 10%. If you calculate it, that money today would have been about 60 billion.
Jesus.
Remember what I left is 75 as you calculated them. I needed to explain it not because I'm defending comment by my brother. My brother is the brother, I remains my brother. We're very close. I remain prayerful for him. For other things which I didn't succeed, God opportunity to do it and succeed. For me, yes. So if there's anything pending, governance you don't finish. People are still in government in America. So you stop where you stop, other people will continue from there. I don't look back. He's the governor of my state. From always, he's my senior brother. He's even more intelligent because he's a professor and a trader. So he knows more. So he'll be able to do things better than I'm doing it. You know, I've done my little one as a trader. Now the professor is there. He will do his own as a professor.
Your own.
The schools that didn't roof, you roof them. That's how government goes. Another person comes, do his own. But let us think about it. Finally, like I tell you people, for those of you who are, please get involved. All of us are going to tell you good story. All of us are going to say the same thing. But it's who can we trust? Even in this one they're talking about me, some said he kept money and he did nothing. I said, even in the Bible, the man said, since you know, why did you keep my money for saving? Even everybody who has passed through Nigeria, who did nothing, kept money, are we going to be in problem now?
No.
You never had the money to do something. At least I kept the money. But in this one, I did something and I paid money. Next year's election, please, I'm begging all of you, should not be based on ethnicity. Don't ever do it. The Yorubas don't buy bread cheaper. Neither do Hausas or Northerners buy bread cheaper. The Southwest people don't buy bread cheaper. Igbos don't buy bread cheaper. Let nobody tell you about ethnicity. Everybody's suffering. Do not do it because of religion. No religion buys anything cheaper. No, there's no religion that has one total electricity.
Now, I don't hear our father P2B respond to Soludo. He said, where I stop, please continue from there. Not be competition. We dey wait for you, may we see what you go do after 4 years. When you take do pass P2B, may we even see amount when you leave for office. You go see the deficit as you dey come out. I can tell you, rest assured. You go see the deficit. This is somebody when get, you see what did they tell you? Say, I was the best in this when I was living. From position of 27, I be 26, education, down to first, number 1. Then from healthcare, number 1. From road, number 1. Let's see what you they do. And they see one of the video, one that they show for Anambra for your capital city, for Oka. I see road, it don't mess up now, finish. Everywhere dirty for Anambra where you the rule now. You don't know how many months when you don't do there now. Nothing. And I never see any Anambra people when they talk say you are doing very great. I just the only building you they break. And they wait for you after 4 years. Let's see what you go do after 4 years. One pass P2B on as a professor. Now challenge one they give you indirectly, but you don't know. You not a professor, in not trader. He gave you everything when they don't do. He say go and verify. You won't be professional. We're expecting much higher performance. You understand? To whom much is given, much is expected. So based on your rank and your academic and your whatever, and your brain, when you get, not only you sabi book for Nigeria. We want you at the end of 4 years. Let Anambra be the best state in Nigeria. But if it is not, you are a failure. That's what I will tell you. You failed. Because person will not appreciate what somebody don't do, your own too, nobody will appreciate them. Nobody will appreciate them. As you fix everything anybody they do now useless. There are some people like that. There's nothing anyone can do. There's nothing anyone can do that they will say, oh, this person have done well. No. It's always fault finding. You are a fault finder, Soludo. You are a fault finder. Now I don't give her back to you. You know him now. You know the insult person. He go just they give you they penetrate. But if you have sense, you go no say if fall your hand here. But you know you're a professor now. But if you say you be professor, but you know they understand within the man they tell you. Not everybody gets sharp brain. Some people just get academic brain. They pass, get everything. But for real life living sense, they don't get that. So you go think that praise they praise you so, but you fall your hand well. He teach you lesson. Continue from where you stop. Do your own. Let's watch. We are watching. You have the mind and the effrontery to open your mouth. Mouth when you take the choppy yam and cocoa yam to talk. Say every investment and every savings P2B left when he was living in the office is worth next to nothing. And you go bed. You go sleep. Come catch you. You talk and finish. You were able to go to bed. Sleep come catch you. I even hear when I read one of the papers, when you they talk, say, Peter B is just only going for this thing. They can never win. They can never be the president of Nigeria. I read it. When you are talking, I can't remember whether I punch, I read that thing again. No. One of the prominent newspaper, where they talk, say, Peter B can never make it. He can never be president of Nigeria. He's just wasting time. We are watching you. Look at you when being brother. You know, see, as he address you as a brother, say they pray for you. For this video, he addressed you as a brother. But you won't be the brother. Your brother they won't go up. Now you go be the one when they drag him down. You dey drag am down instead. Even though say you not there for your party, instead why you go keep quiet, make you do a thing one do by himself. Now you go use your mouth come out. Not be say Abga na main opposition for this presidential contest or seat or presidency, whatever they are contesting. Abga has nowhere to go. Una not go even come up 17 position because I see your candidate one they call one professor one thing. When they do campaign for Arise TV, I look at that guy finish. Whether they even understand the question. When they ask him, I don't understand. I say, so this one are the presidential candidate of Abga and Soludo, the open mouth. You the open mouth. I watched that guy interview finish. He was the worst among the 4 presidential candidates when they there. He was the worst from Abga. So you see people when they instead when you tell so that jealousy. Now envy, now maliciousness, they worry you. You definitely know say P2P is going higher and higher. It not be your mate, even with your professorship. I know get your time. Guys, if you love what I do, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, even on TikTok. All I'm Apollo's gonna love you guys. Peace out.